Pareto analysis. Pareto analysis is also known as 80-20 rule. Now, this principle was coined by an Italian economist named Wilfredo Pareto. He was studying the wealth distribution in the population of Italy in the early 20th century. And what he found was that 80% of the wealth was owned by only 20% of the population. Now, the similar principle was used by a quality genius called Dr. Joseph Juran, who identified that 80% of the product defect was caused because of 20% of production method. Now, how can we use Pareto analysis in our work? So let's say if you are holding an operations or you're working on operations and your client has given certain KPIs such as AHT, average handling time, or NPS, or quality score, or many other business KPIs that we work on day in, day out. Now, using Pareto analysis, you can identify the reasons due to which your AHT is very high. Identify the vital few or the top reasons which are causing those problems, and then eradicate it or remove it or try to improve it. That will help you to reduce your overall AST. Now let's understand the Pareto analysis with an example on how we can do it on an Excel. Pretty simple. So let's take an example that Ramco is a guy who reaches office almost every day late. Now the problem is, or rather the impact of it is his productivity is low because he's not able to work for the full hours because he's reaching late, he's already tired. The management is not happy with him being late every day, and he ends up getting a pay cut sometimes. Now, to counter this, what he did is he came up with a plan that, okay, I'll do a Pareto analysis to understand what is going wrong. So he studied the reasons for his lateness for 30 days and then came up with a plan of action. Now, what he started doing is every day when he was getting late, he started recording why he got late. So sometimes he missed the bus, sometimes his dresses were not ironed, sometimes alarms didn't work, sometimes late night party, sometimes breakfast not ready, sometimes other colleagues were late, sometimes bus breakdown, or even sometimes bucket was not ready or bucket was empty. Now to do that, to to work on the Pareto analysis, what we need to do is we need to get the reasons due to which that is happening and the number of occurrences. Now, once we get it, the first thing that we normally do is we go and sort it from largest to smallest. All right. So once we have the sorting from highest to lowest, the first thing that we do is we go and take a sum total of it by using the formula of sum. We select all the data points, and this gives me total frequency. Then we need to get a percentage of each and every occurrences. For that, pretty simple formula. Select the first line divided by total number of occurrence. Now always remember to lock the denominator by using function F4. Click in between D15, press function F4 or Windows F4 on your keyboard. What it will do is it will lock your formula. Once you drag it, the formula will not get for a tossed. Now I have all the percentage. So missed the bus 23% of time, dresses were not ready 20% of the time. Now let's understand the cumulative percentage. Now cumulative percent is very important in Pareto because that will give you a wholesome number of occurrences. So just select this line item. So that gives me 23% of the time person was late because they missed the bus. Now to understand why he was late with two reasons, we'll select this 23% plus 20% dresses were not ironed, which means 43% of the time he was not ready on time or he got delayed because of two reasons. Similarly, we'll keep adding all the line items one by one. All right. Now, if you drag it, it will give you 100%, which means if we use the cumulative formula, it will give me 100% of the reasons why he was getting late. Now, to get the Pareto ready, what we need to do is select all the data points, go to insert, go to bar chart, take the first one, 2D column, and this gives you three bar charts, which is number of occurrences, percentage, and the cumulative percentage. Now, as we spoke about, we are trying to understand the overall percentage why person is getting late. So definitely I don't need the percentage. So I'll select this and I will delete it. So what I need is number of occurrences and the cumulative percentage of the occurrences. Now select any of these line items, right click, change series chart type. Now here you will see number of occurrences is in clustered column and cumulative percentage in clustered column. Now I don't need clustered column for cumulative. What I need is I need to see the trend. So I'll select a line chart for it. And this will always be a secondary axis. Select the secondary axis and then say OK. Once I do this, this chart has come in some picture now. Now, whenever we are doing a Pareto chart, always remember that it has to be with 100% only. So select this grid, right click and format axis. Now here your maximum will be 1.0 and that's all. So now it is in 100% only. Now once I get it, what I need to do is I again need to click this format data series and gap width will become 0. Okay, super. Now next is just click on these lines. These doesn't look good. I will just select it and press delete button. Now we should add the data label. So add data label. Now when I add the data label, I'll click this. And then for this one also, I need to click this line and add data label. Now you will see that it will show me the percentage. Now using the 80-20 percentage, if this person needs to go to office on time, what he needs to do is he needs to cut short these reasons. He needs to work on these reasons. Missed the bus 23%, dresses were not ironed, alarm didn't work, late night party, breakfast not ready. Which means if these 5 reasons he start working on, he will start reaching office on time. Because these 5 reasons are causing him 80% of the problem. Now that's your Pareto chart ready. Now, with time, Excel has also developed a lot. Now, what Excel has done for us to make it even more easier. So, this is the actual way of creating the Pareto analysis. There's another way, which is a shortcut, which has been designed by Excel in last 3-4 years, I believe, where you will get the Pareto chart ready in instance. So, what we need to do is again, same things. Now, if you remember, the first step that we took was we first arranged it from largest to smallest. Now, in the new method which Excel has developed, we don't need to do anything. We have the reasons, we have the number of occurrences. What we need to do is we need to select the data. We don't need to filter it out or sort it out or compute the percentage and cumulative percent, then bring up the chart. Rather, what you can do now is go select this data, go to insert, a recommended chart, and here you will see Pareto is already there. If I select this, what you will see is you already have your Pareto ready, where you can see that your 80% can be found easily. Again, you just add the data label and everything is ready. You remove this line and done. Thank you.